Someone close to you is crying in silence about you. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you stopped right here, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now more than you may be willing to admit, so take a slow breath and stay with me, because what I'm about to say is not meant to create fear, guilt, or urgency, but understanding, calm, and deep emotional clarity, like the universe itself leaning in close and speaking softly to your soul. Listen to this. There is someone close to you, close in history, close in memory, close in emotional imprint, who is holding feelings they never learned how to express out loud, and those feelings surface when the world goes quiet, when distractions fade, when pride can't keep the tears from forming. Don't scroll. This is not about manipulation or drama, it's about unspoken emotion meeting awareness. Your heart needs this right now because you have felt something shift, a subtle energetic pull, moments where their name or face appears in your thoughts without effort, and you wondered if you were imagining it. Listen to this. You are not imagining it. Emotional bonds do not dissolve instantly, they echo. They soften. They stretch. And sometimes they ache in silence. Don't scroll. This ache is not your responsibility to fix, but it is part of the truth you are sensing. This message is for you because you are awakening emotionally and spiritually, and awakening heightens perception. You feel when someone is thinking about you deeply. You feel when someone realizes too late what they took for granted. You feel when distance forces reflection. Listen to this. Their tears are not always about losing you physically, they are about realizing how much of themselves they hid, avoided, or neglected when you were present. Don't scroll. Silence has a way of revealing truths that noise keeps buried. Your heart needs this right now because you've been questioning whether you mattered as much as you felt. You did. You do. And the realization of that is landing on them slowly, sometimes painfully. Listen to this. This doesn't mean they are ready, healed, or aligned. It means awareness has arrived. Awareness often comes after loss, not before. Don't scroll. That timing is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their growth path. This message is for you because you were part of someone's awakening, even if you were not meant to stay for the rest of the journey. Listen to this. Soulmate energy does not always mean forever, sometimes it means formative, transformative, unforgettable. You were a mirror. You were a catalyst. You were a turning point. And turning points often cry when they are past. Don't scroll. This realization is not meant to pull you backward. It is meant to give you peace. Your heart needs this right now because peace comes from knowing you did not imagine the depth of what you shared. Listen to this. The universe has been sending you signs gently, almost rhythmically, as if to say, pay attention, but don't worry. Angel numbers appearing when thoughts of them surface, 1111 when you question the connection, reminding you that awakening often follows separation, 22 when you feel torn between compassion and boundaries, reminding you that balance matters, 333 when emotions swell unexpectedly, reminding you to listen inward, for 44 when doubt creeps in, reminding you that you are protected. Don't scroll. These signs are not asking you to act, they are asking you to understand. Your heart needs this right now because understanding releases guilt. Listen to this. You may feel empathy rise as you hear this, a softness in your chest, a desire to check in, to reassure, to make things okay. Pause. Don't scroll. Compassion does not require you to reopen doors that close to protect you. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is allow someone to feel what they need to feel without interrupting the lesson. Your heart needs this right now because you have a tendency to carry emotions that aren't yours. Listen to this. Their tears are part of their process, not your burden. You were not meant to stay to shepherd someone through awareness at the cost of your own peace. Don't scroll. Peace is sacred. This message is for you because you have grown. You no longer rush to fix. You no longer chase clarity. You no longer abandon yourself to soothe others. And that growth is why this realization is happening on their side now. Listen to this. Distance creates mirrors. Silence creates reflection. And your absence has become a mirror they can no longer avoid. Don't scroll. That mirror does not mean reunion, it means recognition. Your heart needs this right now because recognition validates the truth of your experience. Listen to this. You may also feel a strange calm alongside this awareness. That calm is important. It means you are no longer entangled in the outcome. You care, but you are not consumed. You understand, but you are not pulled. Don't scroll. This is emotional maturity anchoring itself in you. Your heart needs this right now because maturity feels different from intensity, it feels steady. Listen to this. The universe is not asking you to ignore this awareness, it is asking you to hold it gently and keep walking forward. You can acknowledge someone's pain without returning to a dynamic that drained you. Don't scroll. Walking forward does not erase compassion, it protects your future. This message is for you because your future requires emotional clarity, not emotional debt. Listen to this. You are being guided toward relationships, romantic, familial, soulful, that meet you in presence, not regret. That celebrate you in real time, not mourn you in silence. Don't scroll. Celebration feels different from longing. Your heart needs this right now because you deserve to be celebrated while you are present, not understood only after you pull away. Listen to this. If you feel a release as you hear these words, that's not coincidence. That's truth landing softly. If you feel tears well up, that's not weakness. That's validation. Don't scroll. Validation heals quietly. Your heart needs this right now because healing does not always come from answers, sometimes it comes from confirmation. Listen to this. You did not imagine the connection. You did not overfeel. You did not care too much. You felt deeply because you are capable of deep connection. And that capacity is not lost, it is being refined. Don't scroll. Refinement prepares you for alignment. Your heart needs this right now because alignment is what comes next. Listen to this. There is no rush, no demand, no action required from you right now. Just awareness, presence, and trust. Trust that what is meant to stay will meet you openly. Trust that what needs to process will do so without you sacrificing yourself. Don't scroll. Trust is the bridge between endings and beginnings. Your heart needs this right now because you are standing on that bridge. Listen to this. As this part closes, hold this gently. Someone may be crying in silence about you, but you are not responsible for their awakening. You are responsible for honoring your peace. And peace is exactly what the universe is guiding you toward now, step by step, breath by breath, without force, without fear, and without regret. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you are still here, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now in a deeper, steadier way, because this part is where emotion turns into understanding and understanding turns into calm strength, and I want you to stay present with these words as if the universe itself is sitting beside you, speaking softly but clearly, not to rush you, not to pull you back, but to help you see the full picture without fear. Listen to this. When someone close to you is crying in silence about you, it does not always mean they want to come back, and it does not always mean they are ready to change. Most often, it means awareness has arrived later than comfort. Don't scroll. Awareness often comes when the noise stops, when distraction fades, when your energy is no longer cushioning them from the consequences of their choices. Your heart needs this right now because you've been trying to interpret what their feelings mean for you, when the truth is, their feelings are about them. Listen to this. They are grieving not just your presence, but the version of themselves they were when you were around, the version that felt seen, supported, understood, even if they didn't know how to show that appreciation in real time. Don't scroll. This grief is internal, private, and often wrapped in regret, not action. Your heart needs this right now because you've been wondering if regret equals readiness. It does not. Regret is awareness looking backward, readiness is responsibility moving forward. Listen to this. There is a difference, and your soul already senses it. Don't scroll. You have felt moments of empathy followed by an unexpected calm, and that calm confused you because you thought caring meant being pulled back emotionally. But listen to this, caring with boundaries is growth. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning that you can acknowledge someone's pain without stepping into it. Listen to this. The bond you shared was real, and real bonds leave impressions. They echo in memory, in dreams, in quiet moments, in late nights when defenses are down. Don't scroll. Echoes are not invitations, they are evidence that something mattered. Your heart needs this right now because you have questioned whether the connection was one-sided. It wasn't. But balance matters more than intensity, and imbalance is what ended it. Listen to this. The universe is helping you separate truth from interpretation. Truth, you mattered deeply. Interpretation, that you must now do something about it. Don't scroll. You are not required to act just because someone else feels. Your heart needs this right now because emotional responsibility is not emotional obligation. Listen to this. You may feel a subtle pull to check in, to reassure, to soften the ache you sense. Pause. Don't scroll. That impulse comes from your compassion, but compassion does not mean rescuing someone from their own growth. Sometimes silence is the space where transformation happens. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning to let silence do its work. Listen to this. Angel numbers may have continued appearing, but notice how their meaning has shifted for you. 11. 11 now feels like confirmation rather than longing, reminding you that you are aligned with truth even when emotions surface. 222 appears when you think about reaching out, reminding you to choose balance over impulse. 333 shows up when emotions swell, reminding you to communicate inwardly before outwardly. 444 appears when doubt creeps in, reminding you that you are protected as you hold your boundaries. Don't scroll. These signs are guiding restraint, not reunion. Your heart needs this right now because restraint preserves clarity. Listen to this. You are also becoming aware of how much emotional labor you used to do without realizing it, holding space, anticipating needs, smoothing tension, offering reassurance before it was asked for. Don't scroll. That labor was invisible to you because it felt natural, but its absence is now being felt by them. Your heart needs this right now because realizing your emotional contribution validates your experience without pulling you back. Listen to this. Their tears do not mean you failed them, they mean you impacted them. Impact does not obligate continuation. Don't scroll. Some people only understand value through absence, and that lesson is not yours to manage. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning to trust timing. Listen to this. Timing is sacred. If awareness had arrived earlier, the story might have unfolded differently. But it didn't, and that doesn't make the story wrong, it makes it complete. Don't scroll. Completion brings peace, not confusion. Your heart needs this right now because you have been craving peace more than answers. Listen to this. You may notice that your body responds differently now when thoughts of them arise. Less tightness. Less urgency. More neutrality. That is not numbness, that is integration. Don't scroll. Integration means the lesson has been absorbed. Your heart needs this right now because once a lesson is integrated, repeating the same emotional patterns feels unnatural. Listen to this. You are also learning something important about love. Love that arrives too late still matters, but it doesn't rewrite the past or guarantee the future. Don't scroll. Love must meet timing to build something sustainable. Your heart needs this right now because sustainability matters more than intensity. Listen to this. The universe is gently preparing you for connections that don't require silence to understand each other, that don't need distance to awaken appreciation, that don't rely on regret to feel meaningful. Don't scroll. Those connections exist, and they meet you where you are now. Your heart needs this right now because you are no longer meant to be the lesson, you are meant to receive the love. Listen to this. You may also feel a quiet empowerment growing in you, the sense that you don't need to know every detail of what they're feeling to trust your path. Don't scroll. Needing less information is a sign of inner security. Your heart needs this right now because security replaces anxiety. Listen to this. If you encounter them again, or if communication resumes, you will notice how different you feel. Less reactive. More grounded. More observant. Don't scroll. That difference is growth, not distance. Your heart needs this right now because growth changes how you show up without changing who you are. Listen to this. The universe is not asking you to harden your heart. It is asking you to protect it. Protection feels calm, not cold. Don't scroll. Calm is your new signal. Your heart needs this right now because calm allows discernment. Listen to this. You are allowed to hold compassion and boundaries at the same time. You are allowed to wish someone well without reopening old wounds. You are allowed to move forward even if someone else is processing behind you. Don't scroll. Forward motion is not abandonment, it is alignment. Your heart needs this right now because alignment is where peace lives. Listen to this. As this part continues, let this truth settle gently. Someone may be crying in silence about you, but your life is not meant to pause for their realization. You honored the connection when it was alive. Now you honor yourself by continuing. Don't scroll. Continuing is courage. Your heart needs this right now because courage often feels quiet. Listen to this. There is nothing you need to fix, prove, or explain. Awareness has landed where it needed to land. Your role now is simply to stay true to the version of yourself you have become. Don't scroll. Staying true protects what's next. Your heart needs this right now because what's next will feel lighter, clearer, and more mutual. Listen to this. Stay with me, because the story is still unfolding, and the next part will reveal how this awareness transforms into peace, clarity, and a future that no longer depends on silent tears to confirm your worth. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you are still here now, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now at a level that feels quieter but stronger, because this part is where compassion and clarity finally learn how to stand in the same room without fighting each other. And I want you to stay with these words as if they are being spoken gently but firmly to you alone, not to rush you, not to pull you backward, but to help you understand what this moment truly means for your life going forward. Listen to this carefully. When someone close to you is crying in silence about you, it can stir old instincts inside you, the instinct to comfort, to explain, to soften the ache you sense. But don't scroll, because this part is about recognizing that empathy does not require self-sacrifice, and understanding does not demand that you reopen doors that your soul has already closed for a reason. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning a new way of loving, one that does not abandon you in the process. Listen to this. Their silent tears are not a call for rescue, they are a signal that awareness has finally caught up with reality. Awareness often arrives quietly, without plans, without solutions, without readiness. It arrives as feeling, not as action. Don't scroll. Feeling alone does not mean someone is prepared to change. Your heart needs this right now because you've confused emotional pain with emotional maturity in the past, and this moment is teaching you the difference. Listen to this. Emotional maturity shows up as accountability, consistency, and presence, not as regret after distance has been created. Their crying does not rewrite history, it simply acknowledges it. Don't scroll. Acknowledgement can be healing, but it is not always an invitation to return. Your heart needs this right now because you have already walked through the hardest part, choosing yourself without certainty. Listen to this. There is a subtle power growing in you now, one you may not fully recognize yet. It's the power of not needing to know everything, of not needing reassurance to confirm your worth, of not needing to be chosen after the fact. Don't scroll. That power comes from integration. Integration is when lessons stop hurting and start guiding. Your heart needs this right now because guidance replaces confusion. Listen to this. You may still feel waves of emotion when you sense their sadness, brief moments where compassion rises and memories soften you, but notice how those waves pass more quickly now. That is not because you care less, it's because you are no longer entangled. Don't scroll. Entanglement is what kept you stuck before. Your heart needs this right now because freedom feels different than intensity. Listen to this. The universe has been teaching you that love does not need suffering to be meaningful. Love does not need delayed realization to be real. Love does not need silent tears to prove its depth. Don't scroll. Love that is meant to stay arrives with openness, not regret. Your heart needs this right now because you are no longer here to be the lesson, you are here to receive the reward. Listen to this. There is also something important happening energetically between you and this person. The bond is loosening without breaking. That may sound strange, but it's the most merciful outcome. The connection is no longer gripping you emotionally, yet it remains acknowledged in truth. Don't scroll. This is what healthy closure feels like. It doesn't erase, it releases. Your heart needs this right now because release allows peace to settle without resentment. Listen to this. Angel numbers may still appear, but now they function like gentle affirmations instead of urgent signals. 11. 11 feels like alignment rather than longing. 222 feels like steadiness rather than indecision. 333 feels like encouragement to honor your inner voice. 444 feels like reassurance that your boundaries are protected. Don't scroll. The shift in how these signs feel tells you that you are no longer in crisis, you are in clarity. Your heart needs this right now because clarity is calm, not chaotic. Listen to this. You are also beginning to understand how much emotional responsibility you once carried without realizing it. You were the one who checked in, who smoothed over tension, who kept conversations alive, who made space for feelings that weren't always returned with the same care. Don't scroll. That effort mattered. And its absence is now being felt. Your heart needs this right now because realizing your contribution helps you stop minimizing your impact. Listen to this. Their silent tears do not mean you failed to communicate, they mean communication was postponed until distance forced reflection. Don't scroll. Reflection that arrives late still teaches, but it does not obligate you to rewind. Your heart needs this right now because your timeline is moving forward. Listen to this. You may also feel a sense of quiet authority within yourself now, the ability to observe emotions without being consumed by them. You can hold compassion without collapsing into it. You can acknowledge pain without internalizing it. Don't scroll. This is emotional sovereignty. Your heart needs this right now because sovereignty restores balance. Listen to this. The universe is also showing you how different your future connections will feel. They will not require you to guess what someone is feeling. They will not rely on silence to deepen meaning. They will speak, show up, and choose you while you are present. Don't scroll. Presence is the currency of aligned love. Your heart needs this right now because you deserve presence, not hindsight. Listen to this. If guilt surfaces, guilt for moving on, for not reaching out, for prioritizing your peace, recognize it gently. Guilt often appears when old patterns try to reassert themselves. Don't scroll. You are not doing anything wrong by choosing stability. Your heart needs this right now because stability is not coldness, it is care directed inward. Listen to this. You are allowed to let someone feel the consequences of silence without stepping back into the role of emotional caretaker. You are allowed to continue your life without waiting for someone else's processing to finish. Don't scroll. Waiting is not always love, sometimes it is fear. Your heart needs this right now because fear no longer drives your decisions. Listen to this. There is a reason you feel more grounded now, even when emotion passes through. That groundedness is your nervous system learning safety after long periods of emotional vigilance. Don't scroll. Safety is the foundation of healthy connection. Your heart needs this right now because you are building from that foundation now. Listen to this. You may notice that your energy is shifting toward things that nourish you, creative pursuits, meaningful conversations, quiet joy, new possibilities. That is not distraction, it is redirection. Don't scroll. Redirection is how the universe moves you forward gently. Your heart needs this right now because forward motion does not require dramatic endings. Listen to this. You are not responsible for how long it takes someone else to understand what they lost. You are responsible for honoring what you gained, self-trust, clarity, and peace. Don't scroll. Peace is the evidence that you chose correctly. Your heart needs this right now because evidence replaces doubt. Listen to this. If communication ever resumes, you will notice how different you feel. Less reactive. More centered. More observant. That difference is not distance, it is growth. Don't scroll. Growth changes your posture in every interaction. Your heart needs this right now because posture determines outcomes. Listen to this. The universe is not asking you to harden your heart, it is asking you to guard it wisely. Guarding feels calm, not defensive. Don't scroll. Calm is your compass now. Your heart needs this right now because compasses guide without force. Listen to this. You are stepping into a chapter where love is expressed openly, regret is unnecessary, and tears are not the proof of value. Don't scroll. Value is recognized in real time. Your heart needs this right now because recognition heals deeper than apology. Listen to this. As this part unfolds, let this truth anchor you. Someone may be crying in silence about you, but you are no longer required to be the place where their realization lands. You have already given what you were meant to give. Now you receive. Don't scroll. Receiving is the next lesson. Stay here, because what comes next will show you how this awareness settles into lasting peace, clarity, and a future that feels emotionally safe, mutual, and aligned with who you have become. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if you have stayed until this final moment, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now in a way that goes beyond emotion and enters truth, peace, and divine clarity, and I want you to receive these words not as noise, not as entertainment, but as a gentle yet powerful voice speaking directly to your spirit, like God Himself leaning close and saying, my child, I see you. Listen to this. Everything you have felt up to now. The confusion, the empathy, the quiet strength, the moments of sadness mixed with relief, none of it was accidental. Someone close to you has been crying in silence about you, yes, but this ending is not about their tears anymore, it is about your transformation. Don't scroll. This is where the story shifts from what they feel to who you have become. Your heart needs this right now because you have spent so long questioning yourself, wondering if you were too much, too emotional, too caring, too patient, too forgiving. Listen to this, you were none of those things in excess, you were simply giving love in a place that could not hold it properly. Don't scroll. God does not punish a loving heart, He protects it by removing it from spaces where it is drained. Your heart needs this right now because you are finally understanding that endings are not always losses, sometimes they are divine redirections. Listen to this. That person's silent crying was not meant to pull you back, it was meant to confirm that your presence mattered more than you were ever told. Don't scroll. Confirmation does not always arrive in time to save a connection, but it arrives in time to save your self-worth. Your heart needs this right now because self-worth is the foundation of the next chapter of your life. Listen to this. God allowed you to walk away not because you failed, but because you had learned what you needed to learn. You learned how deeply you can love. You learned how much you can endure. And most importantly, you learned where you must stop abandoning yourself to keep others comfortable. Don't scroll. That lesson was costly, but it was sacred. Your heart needs this right now because sacred lessons prepare sacred futures. Listen to this. You may still feel compassion for them, and that compassion is beautiful. It means your heart is still soft, still human, still capable of love. Don't scroll. Softness is not weakness when it is paired with wisdom. Your heart needs this right now because wisdom is what keeps softness safe. Listen to this. The universe is not asking you to erase the past or harden your heart. It is asking you to stop living there. You honored that connection when it was alive. You gave honesty, effort, presence, and care. Don't scroll. What you gave was real, and what was real does not disappear just because it ended. Your heart needs this right now because truth does not need continuation to be valid. Listen to this. God sees the nights you stayed quiet so others could be loud, the moments you held back your needs so peace could survive, the times you chose understanding over ego. Don't scroll. None of that was wasted. It refined you. It strengthened you. It prepared you. Your heart needs this right now because preparation often looks like loss before it looks like blessing. Listen to this. That person's tears were the sound of realization arriving too late, but your peace is the sound of alignment arriving on time. Don't scroll. Alignment feels calm, not chaotic. Your heart needs this right now because calm is how you know you are walking in the right direction. Listen to this. You are no longer meant to be the one who waits, who wonders, who hopes someone will finally see your worth. You are meant to be chosen openly, loved consistently, and met where you stand. Don't scroll. Anything less than that is beneath the version of you that has emerged. Your heart needs this right now because this version of you is ready for a different kind of love, one that does not require tears to recognize value. Listen to this. The universe is already rearranging things behind the scenes. Conversations you haven't had yet, people you haven't met yet, moments you haven't imagined yet, they are being aligned with the boundaries you learned to hold. Don't scroll. Boundaries are invitations for better things. Your heart needs this right now because better things arrive when you stop settling. Listen to this. If you ever doubt yourself again, remember this: someone is crying in silence because they lost access to you. That does not make you cruel, it confirms your worth. Don't scroll. Worth is not measured by how much you suffer, but by how much peace you protect. Your heart needs this right now because protection is love directed inward. Listen to this. God is not asking you to go back. He is asking you to move forward with gratitude instead of guilt, with clarity instead of confusion, with faith instead of fear. Don't scroll. Faith is trusting that what is meant for you will not require you to shrink. Your heart needs this right now because shrinking was never your destiny. Listen to this. As this story closes, take a moment to breathe and feel how far you've come. You are not the same person who entered this chapter. You are stronger, wiser, calmer, and more grounded. Don't scroll. That growth is your miracle. Your heart needs this right now because miracles are not always loud, they are sometimes quiet shifts inside you. Listen to this. If these words touched something in you, if they felt like truth rather than comfort, let that truth move through you. Don't scroll. Acknowledge it. And if you feel guided, leave a comment, not for me, but as a declaration to yourself that you are choosing peace, clarity, and alignment from this moment forward. Your words matter. And if this message resonated, if it felt like God Himself was speaking gently to your heart, stay connected. Subscribe. Stay close to messages that nourish your spirit, not drain it. Don't scroll. This is not the end, it is the beginning of a chapter where you are loved without silence, chosen without regret, and valued without having to leave to be seen.